I'm about to show you exactly how to eat out 10 plus times a week and actually get lean. This is the same system that I used to help my client Francesco, a 57-year-old CEO traveling between New York and Miami, drop 35 pounds in 90 days without changing his schedule. And by the end of the video, you'll have the exact framework to do the same thing. So let's get into it. All right, so let's start with the basics. Where you're eating matters more than most people actually think. This is actually where everything goes wrong before you even sit down. So here's the deal. Not all restaurants are the same. Some give you options, some don't. Now, the best places are steakhouses, Mediterranean spots, Asian restaurants, seafood restaurants, basically anywhere that grows protein. Why? Because you've got control. You're not at the mercy of the chef or the terrible bad food. The worst places are pizza joints, fast food chains, all of that stuff. Limited options, everything's pre-made, and you can't really customize anything, which is a big issue. Here's the one thing I tell every client before they go anywhere. Just ask yourself, do they grill protein? That's it. If the answer is yes, you're good. If it's a no, then I'd recommend going somewhere else. It's that simple. And look, this matters way more than calories, because honestly, like when you eat grilled protein with vegetables, like everything else falls into place. You're not fighting with the restaurant, you're working with it, and you know that you're going to be eating consistently high protein, healthy meals for the most part. Okay, so now you're sitting at the restaurant. Here's the formula. This is what I teach literally every single client. Step number one is protein. So get grilled chicken, steak, or fish. Always, and I mean always, ask how it's cooked. Like, this is a life hack. If they say pan fried in butter, just ask for it grilled. They'll do it, not a problem, but you got to make sure to ask. Step two is vegetables. So ask for extra. Seriously, just ask. Most places will throw extra broccoli, asparagus, and things on your plate for free. They don't care. Now, step number three is carbs. So pick one, could be rice, potatoes, or bread, not all three, just one. Step number four is oil and butter. So ask for it on the side. That's how you stay in control of what's going on your plate. And here's a magic phrase that works every single time. Can I customize this? Just ask it. You know, most restaurants will say yes because, you know, they want your business. So that's it, right? Protein, vegetables, one carb, butter on the side. Do that at every single meal and you are already winning. So let me tell you about one of my clients. His name is Francesco. He's 57, and this guy travels constantly between New York and Miami for work. We're talking, you know, multiple flights every couple of weeks. Now, when he came to me, he was eating out for basically every single meal. That's just his life. And he was convinced, right? He thought, you know, my schedule is crazy. I can't stay in shape. It's not possible. I got to pick either one or the other. So I actually showed him this exact system, the restaurant selection, the ordering formula, all of it. Nothing about his life actually changed. He's still traveling, you know, the same amount, still eating out constantly, still flying all over the place. But in 90 days, he's dropped 35 pounds, which is absolutely great. He didn't start killing it in the gym. You know, he didn't spend his Sundays meal prepping, right? He just got a bit smarter about ordering at restaurants. And that's it. Like, that's proof that this actually works with the system that's in place. Okay, so here's where most people mess up. They think that they can eat perfect at restaurants. And look, the reality is that's impossible. You're not at home, you know, you don't control the kitchen, you can't control every ingredient. So what happens, right? They restrict too hard, they feel deprived, and then they just lose it. They have one perfect week, then boom, the weekend comes, they go crazy on the pizza and the alcohol, and you know, they're back to square one. It's a cycle, right? Second thing is, and this is big, like they obsess over calories too much. They're sitting at dinner with their phone out, checking MyFitnessPal, stressing about numbers. It's not sustainable. Like, that will make you miserable, like, no doubt. Here's what I tell people when you're eating out. Make the best choice available with what the restaurant's got, and then move on. Don't overthink it. Seriously, it's not going to help. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about alcohol? I have to drink at client dinners. And look, yeah, you can drink. Like, here's how to do it in a smart way. So spirits and soda water are the go-to. Like, skip the sugary mixers, you know, the rum, the Coke, the vodka, cranberry, all of that stuff. Just spirits and the soda water, and if not, a 0-calorie diet soft drink. This tastes good, minimal sugar. Wine is okay, yeah, like 1 or 2. Red or white, doesn't really matter, like 1 glass or maybe 2, but like that's it for the night. Beer, like maybe 1, like you don't need to have 4 or 5. Like, here's the thing about alcohol though, and this is really important. It doesn't actually have that many calories. Like, calories isn't the big thing here. Like, the problem and the big issue is that what it does to your willpower. You know, after a couple of drinks, suddenly like you're ordering dessert, appetizers, drinking bread, like wanting more booze, right? Like, that's where the damage happens. So yeah, drink if you want, but you know that it's gonna, you know, lower your willpower and food choices and make you want to drink more. So I would always try and moderate alcohol where you can, especially when you're eating out and you're going for client dinners. So here's what separates the people who actually keep the weight off from the people who just bounce back and forth. You don't need to be perfect at every single meal. That's not realistic. That's not life. You want to aim for 70 to 80% solid choices and then 20 to 30% flexibility. That is the sweet spot. So what does that actually look like? It's, nailing your breakfast and your lunch, grilling protein, vegetables, smart choices, keeping it lean. Then, one dessert or extra drink at dinner. Like, it's not going to kill you. It's fine. Do that most weeks and the math just works out. You'll stay lean. You're not sacrificing your life. You're actually enjoying it. And look, I say this all the time, right? Consistency beats perfection all the time. Week after week, if 70, 80% good is way better than one perfect week followed by absolute chaos. It's not even close. So remember, consistency over perfection is the key. So look, if you want the complete system I use with my clients, the exact framework that got Francesco from traveling and gaining weight to traveling and actually staying lean, there's a link in the description. You can actually book a call with me. I work with executives one-on-one, and we're going to build you a sustainable health while actually traveling constantly as well. So if that's something you're interested in, click the link below and we'll see if it's a good fit. So here's what we covered. Pick restaurants that grill protein, use the ordering formula that I shared. Drink if you want, but obviously stay smart with alcohol and aim for 70 to 80% consistency. The executives I work with who actually win, they're not the ones eating chicken and broccoli out of Tupperware containers. They're the ones eating out like Francesco, making smart choices, being intentional, but not obsessing over it. That's the key thing. If you want the full system, the link's in the description. And if you want to know why most executives fail at fitness and actually how to fix it, check out my video below on the 5 biggest mistakes executives make when it comes to their health. It ties everything together. Subscribe if you found this helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.